Hello friends. So here I am going to show how the liquid limit and plastic limit of soil are determined in laboratory. So these experiments are very important for identification, classification and characterization of a particular soil. Generally, this test is performed on a fine-grained soil. A fine-grained soil can exist in four states. These are liquid, plastic, semi-solid and solid. Now liquid limit means the water content at which the soil changes from liquid state to plastic state is called liquid limit. Presently, there are two methods for determination of liquid limit of a soil. One is Kasaganda method and other one is cone penetration method. But here we will use the Kasaganda method. So this Kasaganda apparatus will be used in this liquid limit test. So before the test, we need to prepare the sample by sieving. So one of the important thing is the soil grain should be finer than 425 micron. Now let's move to the testing part. So water is added to the sample and we are making the paste for the test. Now a portion of this paste is placed in the cup of the liquid limit device and the surface is smoothened and level with a spatula to a maximum depth of 1 centimeter. Now we need to turn the handle at a rate of 2 revolutions per second and count the blows until 2 parts of the soil sample come into contact at the bottom of the groove along a distance of 10 millimeter. Now we need to take at least 3 samples at different numbers of blows from 10 to 40 to determine the water content at that particular state of soil. But the water content at which it shows that state of soil at 25 numbers of blow will be considered as liquid limit, and it is quite difficult to get directly from the experiments. Therefore, we need to determine by interpolation or by plotting the graph. So this is the method for determination of liquid limit. And now we are going to plastic limit. So what is plastic limit? So plastic limit is the water content at which soil changes from plastic state to semi-solid state. So that water content is called the plastic limit. And same size of grain will be used in this test. Plastic limit is the water content below which the soil steps behaving as a plastic material. The soil in plastic state can be molded into various shape or size. As the water content is reduced, the plasticity of soil decreases. Ultimately, the soil passes from plastic state to semi-solid state when it stops behaving as a plastic. It begins to crumble when rolled into thread of soil of 3 millimeter diameter. So this is the method, and this is how we will be determining the plastic limit. Now we are taking 10 gram of plastic soil mass and soil it between hand and the glass plate as shown here to form the soil mass into a thread. If the diameter of the thread becomes less than 3 millimeter without cracks, it shows that the water added in the soil more than its plastic limit. Hence, the soil is needed to be further and roll into the thread again. So repeat this rolling and remolding process until the thread starts crumbling at a diameter of 3 millimeter. If the crumbling starts before 3 millimeter diameter thread in step 3, it shows that water added in step 2 is less than the plastic limit of soil. Hence, some more water should be added and mixed into a uniform mass and roll again until the thread starts just crumbling at a diameter of 3 mm. Now we have to collect the pieces of crumbled soil, thread at 3 mm diameter in a airtight container, and to determine the moisture content. So that moisture content will be the plastic limit. So after determination of liquid limit and plastic limit, we can now determine the plasticity index. So plasticity index is nothing but it is the numerical difference between liquid limit and plastic limit, and from this plasticity index we can determine the class of soil, type of soil.